Hello everyone and welcome back to a series that I finished 2 years ago, I believe. It was a series called Weak Hero. Now, here's something I didn't realize at the time. I only realized this recently, because today we're watching Weak Hero Class 2. I didn't realize that Class 1 was just what they called Season 1. I didn't know that. So I didn't know the show was called Weak Hero, that it was just called Weak Hero, and then Class 1 was like the season name. So whenever I talk about the show, I call it Weak Hero Class 1. But turns out I was just, like, that's the equivalent of saying Seinfeld Season 1. Like, the show is not called Seinfeld Season 1. So, so I didn't know that at the time. Now I do know it. Now that they're calling it Weak Hero Class 2, I understand it's what the show is still called just Weak Hero. But yeah, I watched this show 2 years ago on this channel. I don't do many K-dramas overall, you know. I did this one. I did, I've watched Squid Game. I've watched Crash Landing on You. I did reactions to Crash Landing on You. I did a little bit of The Glory on my Patreon account, but I didn't complete that show. I think I only got like 7 or 8 episodes in. I didn't stop because I didn't like it. I stopped because I kind of didn't have time to keep doing it and no one was really watching it anyway. But yeah, so, you know, I've dabbled in K-dramas, but I don't tend to do it much on this channel. I don't really plan to do a ton of K-dramas on this channel, but every once in a while, you know, every once in a while I will. And Weak Hero was one that I did. I can't even remember why I started it. Someone recommended it to me and I don't remember why. But it was like kind of early days of my channel. I was looking for content. Someone said Weak Hero would be good. I tried it out and turns out I really liked it. I thought this season 1 was or Class 1 was a great show. And then I kind of forgot about it for a long time. And it wasn't really on my radar until recently. Season 2 came out. And a couple people have told me, hey, season 2's out, you should check it out. And I saw those comments and I was like, okay, yeah, I'll maybe get to it eventually. But I did have a spot in my schedule open up and I went, well, what am I going to put here? And then I thought, well, this is a good time, I think, because there were some people who really enjoyed my Weak Hero Class 1 reactions. And so hopefully we can really enjoy season 2 reactions as well. But let's see. So I tried to recap myself with a fusion of like recap videos and like watching my own reactions, like for parts of Weak Hero Class 1 to try to like catch myself up on what the show was. And so I do remember now that it was like Si-eun and Suho. I don't remember what the name of it was, like, oh, I can't quite remember, but there was also the glasses guy. And the basically series is a ton of bullying going on, and Si-eun at some point got fed up with it because it was like going too far, and so he started beating the shit out of people, and then it's basically like a domino effect the rest of the show of like things get worse and worse. It sort of went to a head where Suho was fighting a guy and got... Just my watch picked up all of that. It, like, he was fighting a guy and then he got knocked out and wasn't breathing, and I think kind of has brain damage or something now. He's in a coma essentially, and Si-eun like beat the shit out of a bunch of people and then moved schools, and so now he's in a school that accepted him despite being so violent, so you can tell the kind of students that are going to be in that school are also similarly violent, but maybe not for as just a reason. So so yeah, I imagine this season takes place at this school with a whole bunch of shitty kids in it. I think what people said, and I'm going off of comments that were left for me like a year or two ago, but I think what people said is that the season 1 of this show was sort of the backstory for the webtoon. Like, the webtoon, I think, takes place at this school, and so like the season 1 of this show was actually kind of like a prequel to the webtoon. So I wonder if Class 2 is going to be more of an adaptation of the webtoon or not. I don't know. I haven't read the webtoon myself. I think I saw some screenshots from it at some point, but I haven't read it myself. So I don't really know what to expect here, but we're going to jump into it. Now, I'm going to apologize in advance. Sometimes, like I watch, you know, mostly on this channel I watch anime. You can kind of tune yourself to anime, the way that they speak, the Japanese culture, Japanese names, and like all of that stuff. Like when you tune your brain to that sort of stuff, I can like follow anime perfectly well. But like then when I switch to K-drama, like, you know, Korean is a very different culture, and the name structure is very different, and like I sometimes tend to get a little bit lost in certain parts of it. So if that I don't know if that'll happen with this show. From memory, We Hero Class 1 was actually like relatively easy to follow. But if, for example, I'm forgetting faces, forgetting names, misunderstanding cultural things, or even just like screwing up any major plot lines, I'm just going to apologize for that in advance, because my brain is less tuned to K-dramas than it is to anime or to Western culture. So with all of that disclaimers said, we're going to jump into it. Make sure to support the video if you can. If you like my Weak Hero class reactions, or Weak Hero reactions, make sure to support the video, like the video, comment down below telling me that you like the video, what your favorite part of the reaction is, stuff like that, all in the comments below. Genuinely, if you want me to continue, that's the best way to have it happen. And subscribe to the channel so you know when I'm posting new episodes. You can go check out some other reactions if you like K-drama stuff. As I said, there's not much on this channel, but you can check my Weak Hero Class 1 reactions. You can check my Crash Landing on You reactions. And obviously you can also check out all my other reactions. I also have a YouTube channel called Jent Watches One Piece, if you like One Piece. And finally, I have a Patreon account. This is my main way of making money. So if you go to my Patreon account, you can get the full-length reaction. You just sync it up with your own footage, and you can watch the entire episode with me with no edits. It's the best way to watch it if you can get that working. So without further ado, let's jump into Weak Hero Class 2. Episode 1. This is shot really beautifully. Like, I love the colors, I think. Okay. Of course, this is a Netflix series. Was it always a Netflix series, or is that a recent thing? Did Netflix pick it up for season 2? I remember this opening song. It's so great. Wow, this brought me back to, like, gave me memories. 2 years old nostalgia. New characters? I think. Gonna be hard to beat the rapport of him and Suho. Oh, speaking of. This show looks better than I remember. Did they get an upgrade?
같은 꿈을 계속 꾼다고 했죠.
Well, it's just pretty heavy drama.
꿈은 꿈일 뿐이니까요.
Well, it generally is or sometimes is a reason you're having them.
네.
아닌 것 같은데.
선생님.
네.
You got a pretty doctor.
상담 시간 다 된 것 같은데요.
Let me out of here. Like, is the show shot better now? Because that's kind of a nice shot. And the colors, like the color grading or something. I don't know exactly what to call it, but everything just looks crisper. But it's been 2 years since I watched it, so maybe I just didn't remember how nice it looked. Oh my god. Oh, he's got some respect or fear
작년에 뭐 애 하나 죽이고 전화 왔다던데.
after killing a kid.
존나 사이코패스네.
Damn, so I didn't think he'd have this reputation here. My god. I thought it would go back to him being like the bottom of the totem pole. And I mean, he kind of is in a different way. Oh.
내가 너무 정신이 없어서 진짜 실수를 그런 거야.
Well, from memory, he's not going to hold that against you. He might be kind of annoyed, but he mostly just wants people to leave him alone. Is that chocolate milk? Because if so, I already like this guy. Oh, he's delivering drinks all around the school? Nice shot. I wonder if that was on purpose or if the actor messed up.
내가 저번 주부터 바꿔 달라고 말했잖아.
Do you have enough strawberry milk to give him one? Cool.
표정 뭐야?
Problem solved.
이번만 넘어가는 거다.
What? Don't be a dick about it.
일로 와.
Oh my god.
일단 수거폰들 가져와.
Man, these guys who are like douches, but they pretend they're all like all about peace, love, and harmony. Bring it in, man. Phone collection tape. Got nothing there. Don't touch. Man, he looks so tired.
폰 기종 어떤 거 써?
어?
기종이 뭔지 나한테 또 말해줄 수 있나 싶어서.
This is doing the opposite of the don't touch rule.
그냥 궁금해서.
Come on, humor him, Si-eun. Oh, go.
착각들을 하고 계신 것 같습니다. 왜? 여러분 이게 지금 우리의 어떤 사업입니다. 사업, 비즈니스. 어?
This guy looks
여러분
familiar.
이거를 막 이게 맞는 거야? 5, 4, 3, 2. 4번 연시은 건들지 말 것. 건들지 말 것. 왜요?
그게
He's scary and he might have killed someone.
너랑 이렇게 한번 싸울 뻔 하다.
아.
줘가지고
Is that why I recognize him?
그때 다른 조치를 취하거나 한 건 없으니까 내가 괜히 혼자서 막 생각하고 판단하고 움직였다가 문제 생길까 봐.
문제? 그러니까 그 문제라는 말이 내가 연신 그 새끼한테 발릴 것 같다.
Maybe. Let's find out.
아닌 게 아니라. 아드도 올리네. 야, 이 씨발 멋있다. 이렇게 해.
Do it again. Oh, he's got
차렷.
a stretchy tie. I used to have that. Oh.
내가 질 것 같다고 씨발 새끼야? 어? 어?
Oh, Jesus.
연신 그 새끼 폰 갖고 오는 걸로 알고 있을게요. 네, 감사합니다.
I don't know what they're doing with the phones right now, though. Si-eun. Oh, he looks so depressed. Where's my fucking phone?
Huh?
So do they have to hand in their phones at the start of the day? That's what it is?
그래. 그 되게 이상하네.
Oh god.
아니, 되게 아니 나는 이거를
This guy's doing the acting job of his life.
내가
I don't know.
가지고 만지거나 건드리거나 구경하거나 훔치는 건 맞아.
You see the bruise on him?
무슨 말인지 모르겠는데.
아무튼 나는 진짜 모르겠어. 알았어.
Okay. Alright. I mean, you got away with it, dude. Don't push your luck. Okay.
들어가. 이제 사랑해.
What do they do with the phones?
연신 그 폰 찾았어?
It's possible he knows you're bullshitting and he's just letting you go because he knows you're a victim. And he doesn't want to be involved in bullshit. Like, that was the whole thing of season 1.
내가 생각해봤는데
Oh my gosh, dude, you're getting away with it. Stop pushing.
미안하네 내가.
He just feels so much guilt.
어쨌든 핸드폰 새로 사거나 하면은 내가 좀 돈 보태줄게.
Oh.
조금 긍정적인 마인드로 잘 헤쳐나가려고 해야 돼. 왜냐면 살다 보면은
너 내가 아무것도 모르는 거 같아? 너 마음 편해지려고 이러는 거잖아.
The guilt. That guy dancing in the background.
진짜 비겁한 거야? 그거.
I wonder if the glasses remind him of I forgot the guy's name. The guy from season 1. The other glasses guy.
폰 바꾸고 싶어서 일부러 잃어버린 거 아니지? 그래도 참 좋다. 우리 아들이랑 이렇게 데이트도 하고.
Is it sleeping pills? Do they make this actor look as tired? Like, does that makeup? Because it's really good. It's really effective.
미안. 근데 사실 나야말로 비겁한 게 아닌가 싶어.
Why do you say that?
그래. 야 우리 술 마시러 갔는데 같이 갈래?
좋네. 진짜 이 새끼 존나 괴물이잖아.
Jesus. Is he at least reminding you of yourself? Juntae at least? Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. He's probably gonna snap. He's gonna snap. Oh, the pen! Oh, the pen! Oh, Jesus! Oh my god! Okay, it was in his head. Makes sense.
야, 씨, 거기 서서 뭐 하는 거야? 아, 무서워 아주.
I wish he did it anyway. Like, it was in his head, and then it showed this scene, and then he just does the exact same thing.
비켜. 길 막지 말고.
야, 비켜줘.
Yeah, I thought this scene can't really lead to a fight since they did the imaginary fight, you know? They already choreographed one that didn't happen.
새끼 눈꼴 봐.
아이, 냅둬. 저 찐따 새끼 씨.
Man, this poor dude, when you, like, can't get sleep... Is this for free? On the house?
깨우려고 했던 건 아닌데 미안해.
Like, when you can't get sleep and you're just tired all the time, days suck.
그거는 너 맨날 점심도 안 먹고 자는 거 같아서.
필요
Aww.
없으니까 가져가.
No, just leave them there.
야, 나는 그냥
If you don't want to eat them, you don't have to.
미안해. 내가 너 폰 훔쳐서 최영만한테 줬어.
Ah, good. He's being honest.
나도 진짜 어쩔 수가 없었어.
Oh, shit. Is he gonna handle it?
나도 알려주면 안 돼?
Teach me how to not be cowardly.
내가 왜?
Because you're not a
너밖에
coward.
물어볼 사람이 없을 것 같아서 부탁이야.
Si-eun just wants to be left alone, but this is good for Si-eun to like have someone to talk to.
삼법칙 알아?
Newton's third law is which one?
작용이 없으면 반작용도 없는 거야.
Yes, okay. Researching Newton's laws of motion immediately. Vice president of what? Oh, of the club. So that's not like the vice president of the United States calling him.
에이 잘생기게 내가.
어디 가는 거야?
아, 우리 연합에 들어가려고.
네. 홍정이 지금 안에 있어.
아, 땡큐. 야. 줄 거 있으면 빨리 줘.
You gonna do something?
뭐야?
You gonna be proactive?
연합 들어온.
다음 달에 물량.
Oh, it's like an internet cafe?
꺼져.
게임해?
씨발 새끼들아. 어그로만 끌라고.
올릴 수 있을 것 같아. 그리고 그때 얘기했던 대로
Careful, he's a gamer.
정 풀렸을 때
He's dangerous.
다음 주까지 묵은 거 갖고 와.
당연하지. 내가 충성하는 거 알지?
이 새끼들이 조폭들을 하네. MG 조폭 뭐 그런 건가? MG 씨발.
Uh-oh.
뭐 이 새끼야.
Oh, shit! Jesus, man. Wow, that actor's got a interesting smile.
바쁜데 미안해. 갈게. 저 새끼 이름이 뭐냐?
And he talks so, like, calmly, you know? Got, like, a soft-spoken voice and then just beat someone's head against the table. This poor kid. Oh, so many notifications coming in. It's a nightmare. I like this music. Alright. This is his opposite reaction.
권주호,
So now he's doing his own deliveries, but
송기환,
delivering the shit back to the people.
오희령, 한성관,
Oh, he's putting so much work in. I like it.
김준수.
Oh, it's gonna get him fucked up though. But it's brave. I mean, he's not being cowardly. Some of them are gonna be like, but I already fucking got a new phone though. You know?
야 체험한 처음 하지 않았냐?
체험한 야마동이 빡세던데. 서준태 뒤졌다 진짜.
Oh, okay. He knows the situation now. All the phones are gone. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh! Si-eun's got to stand up for him. He's got to fight for him. Because he sees that Juntae did the right thing. Oh. Si-eun's ready, I think.
개새끼 어디 있어?
어른 작용에 노래 반작용이 따른다.
Oh.
어른 작용에 노래
So he's thinking like, I did something good. Hopefully that means something good's gonna happen to me.
작용에 따른다.
That's a cute way to think. Oh my god. Just deep throating a tart or whatever that is.
내가 가지 뭐.
Oh god.
핸드폰 네가 가져갔어?
Oh.
멋있네.
Oh god. Come on, Si-eun.
멋있다. 좋아.
Oh Jesus.
멋있는가 우리 준태? 이것 좀 막아보세요.
Oh fuck. Oh. Okay, so he was using it as a mouth guard. That makes sense. He was ready for it.
지금 누구 때문에 학교 편하게 다니는데 자살시켜줄까 이 씨발로.
Oh Jesus. Oh my god. Please, Si-eun. Please. You're taking too long for my liking. Oh my god. I mean, look at all these other fucking losers who are just watching. And some are fucking cheering. What would Suho do?
다 왔어요.
Nice. Nice.
시끄럽잖아.
Come on. No. No, no, no. No! No! Alright, that was the first episode. I was waiting the entire episode for Si-eun to beat the shit out of them, and then they ended right before it happened. Oh man, I was so excited. I was so looking forward to it. Okay, good first episode. It's nice to be back. I think it's kind of cool that it feels like it went back to the series roots, you know, like this is very similar to the first episode of season 1, but this time it's sort of like he's not, like in the first episode of season 1, from memory, it was like he was the one being treated like shit constantly, you know, but now he's seeing someone else being treated like shit constantly, and I mean, you have like him watching the entire time. He really is, I think, going through the idea of like, look, I'm the one who said to him, like, you know, every action has a reaction. Like, I'm kind of the one that inspired him to stand up for himself, and now I'm watching him get beat to hell because of that. So, it's interesting though, because Si-eun is such a passive protagonist. Like, throughout all of season 1, and now in season 2, he's an extremely passive guy. His motivation is he wants to be left alone. That's kind of his entire thing. He just, in season 1, from memory, he just wanted to be quiet and study and focus on his work. And like, I'm not saying that's what's best for him. I don't think it is best for him to just be left alone completely. But it is that's what he's trying to achieve, is just quiet, just being on his own, not having to talk to people or think about people. And yet he gets put in these situations, which is just like, he just doesn't want to have to deal with the fallout of things. And he, very often, it's like some bullshit happens to him, and he's like actually reasonable in his response to it. Like, even unreasonable, but in a positive direction, where it's like, oh, his phone gets taken, he knows that it was taken, and he just goes like, dude, I know what happened, like, you're an idiot, but whatever. And then he just like leaves him, you know? He doesn't go after it. Like, for a series that's sort of about this kid blowing up and beating the shit out of someone, like blowing a gasket or whatever, for a series that's about that, he's so patient. Like, he's unbelievably patient. Where it's like, when he really does blow up, it's like, well, yeah, of course. Like, this is it's crazy that he didn't blow up sooner, honestly. But I'm glad to be back in this series, because I kind of forgot how much I love the main actor's performance. I think, like, it's a sort of performance where I feel like the actor himself, like, I can't think of him as anything but this. I know some people have recommended other series that he's in, and I haven't checked them out. But you know, I'm okay with not knowing what else he's like quite yet. But just like watching this series, it's like those dead eyes feel real, you know, and he looks exhausted at all times. It's kind of insane and kind of uncomfortable watching him be so exhausted and depressed constantly, you know. Now, something that was really nice about season 1 that I kind of remembered recently was like the transition between, like, this series starts as like he's very lonely and got, you know, all this pent up stuff, and it like fucks with him, and then it gets to a point where it's like, well, now he's got friends and he's kind of smiling and he's in a good place, right? And then things start to take a dive and get worse, and then season 1 kind of ends with him in a similar place to season 1's beginning, right? So now season 2 is starting kind of fresh, right? Except he has new trauma, but it's starting kind of fresh other than that. I hope there's some positivity to come. That's what I'm looking for. I'm hoping that there's going to be like a little uptick, that there's going to be him, you know, finding more friendship or something. I think I'm not going to go back to the opening quite yet, but when we do episode 2, I imagine I'm going to see this. But in the opening, it seems like he was with some other people, and like there might have been it might have been cute. There might have been a friendship going on there. So it might be leading to that. And I would like for him to find something more supportive. I'm not saying I don't want there to be drama. Drama's fun. Drama's great. But I also hope that it's not all like, oh shit, everything's going wrong constantly and everyone hates each other and everyone's horrible, right? I think some of my favorite parts of season 1 were the bits where like finally there was a break and they just went and ate noodles together or whatever they did, you know? Like that moment, I remember there was a moment in season 1 where he smiled and my heart melted, and it's like one of the main things I remember from season 1. Like if I think of season 1, I think of episode 1 where he beats the shit out of the guy with the book or whatever, and he's using like centrifugal force or something. I remember the Pavlov thing with him like clicking the pen. I remember like one of the outside fights. I can't really describe it better than that, but one of the outside fights. And I remember him smiling. Those are the main things that I think of when I think of season 1. And when I've been like recommending the show to people, those are the scenes that jump in my head. So yeah, I'm hoping for something else like that in this season. It doesn't need to reach that height of like, holy shit, this is amazing, because we've already seen it now, so I'm expecting it's not going to be quite as satisfying as seeing it for the first time. But I just want a little bit of that, hopefully, in this season. But it is a good introduction to Jun-tae. I think Jun-tae is a cute character. I want to root for him. I liked seeing his progression in this episode, seeing like, oh, he's in a kind of shitty position, but he's like serving everyone. He's trying to do the best job that he can. He apologizes a lot, but like sometimes it's for good reason. And he doesn't want to be a coward, and so he takes on that advice. And then I like at the end, he's saying like, every good action will have a good reaction. Like that's how he interpreted the response. I think it's possible that Si-eun was saying every action has a reaction, as in saying like, hey, if they're treating you like shit, you react, you do the same back to them, right? Because that's kind of how Si-eun works from my experience. Like you did this to me, I'm gonna do it back to you, and then it's morally good. You know, it's fine. But what instead, I think how Jun-tae took it is like, if I do something good, then the universe is gonna pay me back with something good. And so he took it in a different way, I think. That's my interpretation of the scene, at least. And so he did that. And so far he's getting beat up, but it might end up being good because Si-eun's gonna stand up for him. He might get a friend in Si-eun. He might get a better life now. Like he might be right in that. Like I did a good thing and it ended up being good, except he had to get beat up a little bit beforehand, which it's so sad how long it took Si-eun to actually step in. Like I thought it was gonna be like maybe after the first kick Si-eun would jump up and go like, hey, stop it, but instead it was like, no, he had to be beat up for like a good few minutes until Si-eun finally, it was like until he picked up the chair, Si-eun wasn't doing shit, you know, he was just taking it in. So yeah, it took a while, but still, it's great. And I guess the phone thing, is it really just that they're selling the phones? Is that all it is? Like they just take people's phones and then they sell them? But I'm just trying to figure out what's the game? Like they take people's phones. With Si-eun, it was like they took his phone and then Jun-tae was like, oh, your phone's gone? That's weird. I don't know how that happened. But like, do they do that with, because there was hundreds of phones there. Do they, or not hundreds, I think there was like over 100 phones or something, right? Do they do that with everyone where they're just like, oh, your phone went missing? I don't know how that happened. Oh, your phone went missing? I don't know how that happened. You know, like, do they keep doing that? And then they just sell the phones? Is that what happens? Because it feels like at that point, that's not a very sneaky service. So unless there's like a step in there that I'm missing, I'm not sure. I don't know what their game is. But yeah, anyway, doesn't matter. Let's move on. Well, we're not watching episode 2 right now, but we will probably watch it next week. For some series on this channel, I do early access for the series, but this I'm putting this kind of in a live show slot. So right now there's not really a plan for early access for this series, and there's only 8 episodes. I doubt I'm gonna have time to get ahead on the series at all, but if I do at any point, it'll be on my Patreon account. The full length is still up on my Patreon account, so it's still worth it to go over there and check that out. Yeah, that's Week Hero Class 2 Episode 1. Thank you for joining me. Make sure to support this video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and go to my Patreon account for full-length early access and exclusive videos. I will see you next time. Goodbye.